Hello everyone! So recently, my skin suffered a pretty dramatic breakout of irritated red skin. This breakout occurred after I had gotten really sick, and it's mostly around my nose and chin area. Of course, I wanted to go ahead and dress up and look all fancy and pretty and whatnot for Thanksgiving, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to conceal redness in your skin. So let's get started. Start off with a clean canvas and your primer already on if you choose to use primer, and let's move on to color correction. Because I have a lot of redness in my skin, I'm using a creamy green concealer to cancel out a lot of that redness. When done right, color correction can be really beneficial in helping conceal various skin problems because you're essentially neutralizing the problem before going ahead and following up with your foundation and concealer. Now, one mistake that I always see people do is using way too much color correction on their face. Do not do that. You're going to make the problem a lot worse and it's going to be harder to conceal. You only want to use a little bit just to help bring the color on your face down a little bit with the color correction, and then follow up with your regular routine. Alright, after all of my color correcting is done, just move on to your foundation. Now, you can do this step as you normally would, but I recommend going ahead and pressing in the foundation rather than swiping it or buffing it. By pressing in the foundation, you're layering the product flat on your face, which is going to create a smoother texture. And if you're going ahead and swiping or buffing your foundation into your skin, it's actually going to further irritate your skin more, not really helping with the skin problems that are currently happening on your skin. And one thing to always remember is that foundation isn't going to conceal absolutely everything. Foundation is a step that's meant to make your face one solid skin tone. So as you can see, I still have some red bumps and darkness showing through on my skin. That's totally normal after doing your foundation step. And that's why lovely concealer was born. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my favorite concealers, which is the Urban Decay Weightless Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and layer that over the foundation. Again, when you're trying to conceal, you want to push and press the product into your skin. This is going to help layer the products more effectively, making the products work better for you rather than you working for your products. Now that you feel satisfied with all of your concealing that you've done, of course, go ahead and set it with powder. What I like doing when I have larger areas of the face that need to be concealed for long periods of time, I like to bake this area. The reason why I like to do that is because I'm really pressing in the powder and letting the powder settle on the skin. Then with a big fluffy brush, I just lightly dust it away. This is really going to help lock in your foundation and concealer, making your coverage long lasting. And if you really want to amp up the coverage, go ahead and pick up a powder foundation with a dense packing brush and pat that over the areas of concern. Again, no swiping, do not swipe, do not agitate your skin more than it already is, just go ahead and press product into the skin. And that's it really. From here, you have a perfectly clean, beautiful canvas to work on. So as you're gonna see in the video, it's just gonna be really quick and sped up. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my bronzer, my blush, and truthfully speaking, looking back on this video, I probably shouldn't have used an orange blush. I probably, in all reality, should have used something a little more natural and a little more neutral, just so it doesn't add to the color on my face, even though it's concealed, but it can pop up throughout the day, which is normal. So if you're gonna recreate this, or you're gonna take any steps from this video, definitely don't use a bright orange blush. So yeah guys, just do your routine like you normally would. Put on your brows, do whatever you want with your eyes, put on a bangin' lip color, whether it's neutral or bright or exciting, whatever you want. Now if you're in a situation like I am right now where I have a lot of texture to my skin, I wouldn't recommend putting a full face of highlighter on. I know, it's hard to hear. I know, I love highlighter, but you definitely want to keep the highlight really close and tight to certain areas. Because you have so much texture in your skin, you don't want to emphasize that and really bring it forward, you want to diminish it. So if you put highlight in areas where there's a lot of texture, you're going to see the texture a lot more. So keep your highlight nice and simple. I know, it's hard, but you can do this. And that's it, you guys. That's how you conceal redness and irritation on the skin. This wasn't easy for me to upload because I'm very, very embarrassed by how my skin looks at the moment, but I also understand that a lot of people go through this every single day. And I thought, since I have this going on right now, why not be able to share some advice with you guys on how to go ahead and conceal that? Because I totally understand that when I wear makeup, I feel a lot more comfortable and I feel like I could take over the world. But that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you learned something. Please remember that if you're going through a really bad skin breakout, you're still just as beautiful as you always are. Your skin doesn't define you. Trust me, it took me a really long time to learn that. But I love you guys and I'll see you next time.